Today I want to present our group work in comparing research on the use Zoom applications among students, especially in Islamic Science University of Malaysia, USIM, during this online learning season. Okay, for the background problem, I intend to tell you a bit of background for this review. The Asyraf pandemic disaster has forced the government to make a new initiative by introducing online classes. So next, Zoom application has become a new platform, and it is interest in most students, especially students from the Faculty of Major Language Studies. So this culture is very good to explore and study to get accurate data in the process of improving the quality of online classes by using Zoom application throughout this pandemic. Okay, for the research question, we have got 3 questions on this research. Okay, first, what is the medium used by students throughout the online classes? For the second question is, how can students, especially fourth student of Faculty Major Language Studies, be directed to the Zoom application compared to other applications during the pandemic period of COVID-19? And for the last question is, what is the solution to the problem that arises during the adaptation of learners in new norm? Okay, for the objective research, first, to study the frequency use of Zoom application among year fourth student of the Major Language of Studies faculty. For the second objective, we make observations on the trend of the use of the technology with the progress of students. And the last objective is provides data study platform on the use of Zoom applications to translate into new cultures in education across age and levels of study.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Okay, so we continue to the significance of the study. Before that, my name is Mohamad Nazri Syazwan bin Mazlan 1171247. Okay, based on this study, there are many importance of this study to the society, especially to the student. So we have explained some important points based on 3 main aspects, which is first, scientific aspect, methodological and practical aspect. Okay, firstly, in terms of scientific, this study will help students to know more about the advantages and some positive effects of online learning. Besides that, it also will increase the students' knowledge, especially in educational technology. Secondly, in terms of methodological, the student can explore the best and effective online learning methods using the educational technology that has been discussed in the study, which is Zoom application. While in terms of practical, the student can apply the effective online learning methods using Zoom application. For example, the lecturer and student can conduct a meeting using Zoom application through Zoom meeting. They can discuss anytime they want to discuss the lesson they had learned. So indirectly, it will improve the students' technological skills and academic achievement. Okay, for the scope of the study, we had discussed to conduct a research to know the frequency of usage of Zoom application for virtual classroom and online learning among fourth-year students of Faculty of Major Language Studies (FEBU), Islamic Science University of Malaysia. Okay, for the chapter summary, in this chapter 1, we had discussed some information about the background of this study, which is about the online learning platforms or methods using Zoom application. Besides that, we also discussed about research problem. For For example, the challenge of new norm in attending online classes because of several factors such as internet access, the place of study not conducive, and so on. Furthermore, we also discuss the main objective of the study, several research questions, and also the significance of the study based on three main aspects, which is scientific, methodological, and practical aspect. Okay, for the conclusion, this study only focus on fourth year students of FEB USIM. So the result of the study may be not generalized to all university students in Malaysia.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I would like to explain about the chapter 2, literature review, and started by the definition of e-learning. As the basic definition, e-learning can be known as the use of technology in learning and teaching to convey information. But the definition itself, defined by the other researcher by the time at that time, such as Dublin in 2003. In year of 2000, he was referring to computer-based learning, especially in intranet and internet. But by the end of 2002, e-learning is a use of technology to create, disseminate, and transmit something, including verbal data of information and knowledge. Then, Clark and Mayer in 2003, adding that e-learning content should take into account toward learning and teaching objective, teaching method to add learning, different media elements, and so on. And lastly, Leonard, as started by Leonard in 2006, e-learning is interpreted as any teaching and learning that uses electronic network to deliver content, interaction, or facilitation. Next, we move to development of e-learning in education system in Malaysia. Asyraf and Abdul in 2006 stated that Malaysia government has targeted the development of human capital as the main thrust of national development in 9th Malaysia Plan, and it consists of two levels, which is first, education level. The government launched the use of radio and television in school in 1972 and include the use of computer in teaching and learning. And at the national level, many workshops and seminar on learning has been organized, such as Malaysian Grid for Learning Project, National E-Learning Steering Committee, and so on. Alright, at the third slide, I will explain about the Zoom application as a learning media for e-learning. About the Zoom, why many educator or student use Zoom is because the application is used as a remote communication medium by combining video conferencing, chat, online meeting, and mobile collaboration, and it can accommodate to 1,000 participants together in a meeting at a time virtually. And as stated by Brahma in 2020 in his research, in making online learning media as a learning tool, it is necessary to consider their hopes and goals in following the media online learning, internet network speed level, bandwidth limitation, cost for internet access, and background knowledge regarding readiness to take part in teaching. There are four main advantages of using e-learning as the platform of education. First, as stated by Hartley in 2000, e-learning can save on teaching costs associated with lectures, classroom space, printed material, travel costs, and so on. And second, Hassan in 2004 in his research stated that with the help of technologies such as computer and the internet, the problem of insufficient number of lecturers can be solved because lecturer can be shared. Third, as stated by Eklunje, KM, and Lynch in 2003, e-learning can provide real-time learning or provide the latest information at any time. And lastly, e-learning through the internet can allow students to participate in learning sessions anywhere based on their ability and according to their own time. This means that one can learn flexibility. The effects of e-learning in education platform, as stated by the Aldrich in 2003, a student can increase the effectiveness of learning through e-learning. Student can access extensive information when necessary. And information can be shared between individuals and experts in specific areas known via email, chat rooms, or bulletin boards. And lastly, as stated by Mohamad in year of 2005, all respondents have the motivation to learn at the intermediate level or above when faced with e-learning process.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now I want to talk about theoretical perspective. Alright. E-learning theory argues that students can better control their learning through collaborative, interactive and private learning opportunity because electronic media provide a learning environment based on just-in-time principle with everywhere, every time and anyone competitive. Alright. This concept is very much in line with the theory of andragogy that adults learn with self-motivation according to personal suitability, known as 2005 Mazana. Then Chia Pitkin 1999. According Chia Pitkin, theory of dissemination of innovation in his study, which looked at the acceptance of the internet among student university. Next, the finally summary chapter. Zoom is an alternative online learning media in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. Students and lecturers continue to carry out distance learning activity through Zoom. Lecturer and student can conduct video conference which are used as a means of communication is online learning through Zoom, more secure recording made in meetings.
Research design and framework. What is the research design and framework? Research design and framework is a guide to a researcher to make sure or to ensure that in his or her research can achieve the objective in the study. About research methodology. Research methodology is a specific procedure or technique used to identify, select, process, and analyze the topic. In the research paper, the methodology section allows the reader to critically evaluate a study overall validity and reliability. In research methodology, it has four main types based on the method or collection: observational, experimental, simulation, and derived. Topic 3 is a sampling procedure. Sampling procedure is choosing part of a population to use to test hypotheses about the entire population. Used to choose the number of participants, interview or work sample to use in the assessment process. The last one in this chapter is data collection. Data collection is the process of gathering and measuring information on the variables of interest in an established systematic fashion that enables one to answer stated research questions, test hypotheses, and evaluate outcomes. That's all I can explain. Thank you.
My name is Mohamad Itqan Al-Firdaus with Idris. My metric number is 1171304. Today, our group will tell you about the frequency of usage of Zoom in online class for USIM student. So, firstly, I will talk you about subtopic of data analysis technique. Data analysis is a process of inspecting, cleansing, transforming and modeling data with the goal of discovering useful information, informing conclusions, and supporting decision making. Second subtopic is reliability and validity. Reliability refers to how consistently a method measures something. Validity is defined as the extent to which a concept is accurately measured. The third subtopic is chapter summary. Zoom has become an indispensable tool for the way we work, teach, and learn together. With Zoom's continued improvement in new features, we are excited to continue to find new and creative ways to create social presence in our classroom.